What's up, family? Trail here, and it looks like Congress is going to avoid a government shutdown. Yes, that is because they were able to pass a bill earlier this week. Now, in addition, President Biden just approved of an additional $1.1 billion in aid. I also want to remind you guys to be prayerful of our friends that live in Florida as the state is being battered by the Hurricane Ian, whatever the name is. And also we want to talk about how you can receive 15 free stocks, but we'll cover that later on in the video. But in the meantime, hey, you guys already know what to do. Make sure that you subscribe to the channel as well as hit the like button for us. Now let's start with the video. Starting off with the Hurricane Ian, it is pounding Florida right now with extremely dangerous rains and winds. Yes, according to this article, it talks about the hurricane that is pounding Florida right now, and they are saying that it is extremely dangerous. And yes, guys, Hurricane Ian pummeled Florida after making landfall on Wednesday afternoon, bringing life-threatening storm surges to the coast and extreme wind and rain that knocked out power for more than 1.6 million people, as well as it spurred evacuation orders for some 2.5 million people. Now, in a statement by the governor, Ron DeSantis, he said that this is going to be a nasty, nasty day. He said this earlier on Wednesday, urging people in Ian's path along the Atlantic coast to rush to the safest possible shelter and stay there until it is all over. So yes, guys, we all know that Florida is being pummeled right now by this hurricane, which started off as a tropical storm, but pretty much as it landed, it was pretty much reaching Hurricane 4 status, which was almost reaching Hurricane 5 status, which I believe that is around 157 miles per hour. But this particular hurricane has topped right at 150 miles per hour. But yes, we do see right here in this particular article where it talks about these Air Force pilots who flew through the hurricane, describes the storm as a life changer. They are saying that this was the worst flight of his career. And just to keep things into perspective, he's flown at least 76 hurricane storms, but this one was the worst one as of yet, according to this Air Force pilot, which said that the Hurricane Ian was the strongest storm I've ever been in. So yes, guys, we do want to keep those in our prayers during the meantime over the rest of the week, going into the weekend, because this particular storm is going to be cutting right directly through the state of Florida and then heading up north, which I would assume that the storm will actually calm down once it continues to travel through Florida. Now, hopefully this storm does not just stop and sit on top of Florida to unleash large amounts of rain like it did during the Hurricane Harvey in Houston, Texas. But anyways, guys, we definitely want to keep those in our prayers during these particular times. But this storm does bring a little bit of good information, and that is because President Biden and Governor Ron DeSantis have actually gotten together and joined forces. And yes, guys, this is not a political thing. This is pretty much they've gotten together to decide what they need to do and what type of assistance they need during this particular hurricane. It says right here that Biden and DeSantis put politics aside with Hurricane Ian bearing down on the state of Florida. Now, President Biden and Governor Ron DeSantis put politics aside on Tuesday night and spoke about the hurricane hitting Florida, which was a shift after Biden hadn't spoken directly with his potential 2024 political rival in the lead up to this particular time. Now, before the particular call, the White House had been pressed on why Biden hadn't called DeSantis, a political foe who has leaned into culture wars and challenged the administration over the influx of migrants at the border. Now, voters' expectations and politicians of all stripes to put down their swords during this particular time when this disaster strikes on Florida. But anyways, guys, yes, these two individuals have put politics aside and they are trying to figure out what is the best assistance that they can provide to the state of Florida. Because, guys, this is a very, very dangerous and life-threatening storm that we are dealing with in the state state of Florida, as well as other states that are north of Florida. But anyways, guys, keep those in your prayers. I would like to interrupt this video to share with you my new preferred brokerage account that I use for buying and selling stocks. It is called Moomoo. I recently got them to offer my family and friends up to 15 free stocks. Now, in order to qualify, all you have to do is sign up using the link down below, and that will get you at least one free stock. And then after that, deposit $100, and that will give you an additional 4 free stocks. And if you deposit $2,000 or more, you can receive all 15 stocks for free. And the beauty about this is they could be worth up to $2,000. Now, if you do sign up, please remember to keep your money in your brokerage account at least 60 days, guys, in order to receive the stocks. And again, it's free money, so don't sleep on this opportunity. But anyways, let's get back into the video. We do want to talk about the government shutdown, which is headed our direction in a couple of days, guys. I believe that the government shutdown could potentially happen as of October the 1st. And it says right here, a government funding bill is introduced as Congress continues to avoid an October 1st shutdown. Now, this is not the first time or the second time or the third time or the fourth time that we have been dealt with a government shutdown, but we're at it again, guys. And previously, Senator Joe Manchin, yes, he has been trying to push his particular energy bill, trying to get more people to support this bill. But everybody in Congress was like, look, hey, you haven't supported anything that we put out over the past year or two. So why do you want us to support your energy bill as of now? We know what you've done right here. We know that you've kind of coerced other people to actually join on this effort of passing your energy project. But anyways, Joe Manchin, hey, we are not ready to support you because you have not supported your own political party. But anyways, guys, Senator Joe Manchin has decided to go ahead and put down his particular energy project in an effort to go ahead and try to prevent a government shutdown. And yes, guys, that is exactly what has happened. Earlier this week, as of yesterday, the Senate voted to advance a short-term funding bill that would avoid a government shutdown. Now, it says right here that on Capitol Hill, a Senate moves forward with a 72-23 procedural vote to continue funding the government through the month of December, therefore avoiding another shutdown. Now, the short-term funding also includes about $12 billion in emergency aid for Ukraine, also $2 billion for disaster relief, and $1 billion for heating assistance to low-income families. So yes, guys, this is some very good news, and we can see right here that the Senate takes a key vote on an advancement of the government funding after Manchin decides to go ahead and drop his energy plans. Now, again, guys, like I said, this is some very exciting news because we definitely don't want to go through another government shutdown, especially not right now, guys. We are still trying to recover from the pandemic and move forward, even though we are facing a recession that is hitting later this year or at the beginning of next year. So we definitely don't need to have anything else happening to us, United States America. But anyways, guys, yes, hopefully, like I said in this particular article, this is just a procedural vote to push things a little bit further along the process. This still needs to go through the House to get their support, which it likely will get. But anyways, guys, like I said, this particular bill has passed in the Senate with the votes on this procedural vote. And now hopefully this bill can at least move a little bit further along to get passed in the House and then get sent to the president for his particular signing. So again, guys, this is some awesome news. And in regards to Senator Joe Manchin, hey, does anyone even care? Does anyone even care? Especially if you are on the Democratic side, because the Democrats have been trying to pass every single bill ever since President Biden got into office, and Senator Joe Manchin and sometimes Senator Christine Sinema have been the force to stop all those particular bills from passing in the House and in the Senate. So yes, guys, the question is, do you care that Senator Joe Manchin was unable to pass his own personal energy bill? Let me know down below in the comment section. I already know your answer, but go ahead and put it down below. But anyways, guys, last but not least, hey, President Biden has just approved of an additional $1.1 billion. And yes, of course, this is not for the American people. This money is strictly for the military aid in Ukraine. Yes, guys, how much money have we provided for those individuals in Ukraine. Now, don't get me wrong, guys. I do believe that we should and we do need to help those individuals, especially after the invasion of Ukraine by Russia. But yes, guys, I want to know the question. Do you think that we should be matching this amount of money to the American people? I know in this country we are dealing with a lot of Americans that are still struggling and trying to recover from the pandemic, which happened pretty much 2 years ago. And yes, we pretty much received 1 stimulus check, 2 stimulus checks, as well as 3 stimulus checks, but we haven't seen the 4th stimulus check as of yet, at least from the federal government. Now, we have seen various types of stimulus checks on a local level, particularly in different states, but will we see a 4th stimulus check coming from the federal government? I mean, they particularly continue to approve of military aid for Ukraine. We've seen just less than a month ago where they approved of $1 billion. And here we are again a month later approving of another $1.1 billion. And yes, depending on whether Putin continues to invade on Ukraine for another additional month, will the United States provide an additional $1 billion come in the middle of October? Yes, guys, we don't know. But the question is, will the United States, the government, Congress, lawmakers, will they go ahead and provide another federal stimulus check for the American people? We still don't know, guys. We still have hope alive. But I will say if it doesn't happen right now, we will probably be more than likely to receive a 4th stimulus check after the official starting of the recession. But again, guys, that probably won't happen till later on this year or at the beginning of next year. So we do have something to look forward in the near future. But anyways, guys, hey, I hope all this information in this video was helpful to you today. Well, anyways, guys, hey, that's all I have for you today. But as a quick reminder, don't forget about the promotion with Moomoo where they are giving out 15 free stocks. That link will be down below, but keep in mind that the promotion ends at the end of this month, so you have a couple of days left. But anyways, guys, hey, if you enjoyed today's content and you want to see more, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. It's totally free. And if you like today's video, then go ahead and hit the like button for us. It really helps out this channel, as well as it tells YouTube to share this video with others. But anyways, guys, hey, I appreciate you guys stopping by and watching, and I hope to see you on the next video. Peace.